Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Gabs the Collector, Gabs here. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. Today, as you would have seen, we have Blu-rays and albums from JB Hi-Fi. I'll leave a link to JB Hi-Fi and to the website in the description below. This is just stuff that I picked up, probably over a few months period. The latest was one album that just arrived now, and I thought, okay, I'll start filming. But these, like I said, these is probably like maybe 3 months worth, maybe 4 months. I just was buying them, and then I thought I'll do a video on it now. The first one we have is a CD. It's the Veronicas, Goth Summer, Australian artists. They're both they're twins. They did that song. I don't know if it got popular I think it did get popular in the US, Forever. Not sure though. And then the booklet, which I love. It's normal booklet with the lyrics, and that's what I used to do back in the day before there was Google. You had to check the booklets to see if there was any lyrics, and you would hope that there were lyrics in it, so then you can sing along to the song. Although this one has, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 songs, but apparently this is still considered an album, which I always thought it would be considered an EP. But I think an EP is 1 to 5 songs, and then anything from 1 to 10 is an album, and then 1 to 12, 13 or 14, 15 and so on is a long play. But yeah, I learned that new, so you guys learned that as well if you didn't already know. But that's the first one we picked up. And then the second one we picked up, Melanie C's new album, Sweat. Of course, big fan of the Spice Girls and big fan of their solo work as well. And this album in particular, very, very big fan of. Gone back, she's gone to dance anthems and club anthems, so it's kind of like, feels nostalgia back, in my teen years and also my clubbing days, which wasn't that long because I kind of hated it, if I'm going to be honest. I didn't see the hype, so I didn't go the whole time. So yeah, I guess that one's pretty, that's her album, Sweat. And then the next thing I picked up, this one is gonna take a trip down to memory lane for people. I have Gina G, Fresh. If you remember her, she used to have that song Ooh Ah Just a Little Bit, and also Fresh, so the same title as the album, but she had it as a single too. This is a re-release. I do have this original album, but this one is a re-release, and this is the newest one I picked up, which arrived today. They re-released it on 31 of May, and I had no idea that it was going to be re-released. And then I found out through someone on YouTube watching Eurovision from 1955 to 2023. And apparently Gina G represented the UK in 1997, but she's Australian, but I guess we weren't in the Eurovision then, so she went to represent England, and that's how I found out about this re-release, because then I researched and I was like, oh, she's going to release a special edition, and the special edition is you get the album plus bonus tracks, but then you also get remix of the singles that she has released. So you get that. So it's 2 discs and a DVD, and you get all the film clips of the singles that she released. So that's the special edition. It's the album, a remix album, and the DVD, which I kind of like that. I like when companies decide to do that for artists, and I like how it's housed in a box like this. I do actually like that. So yeah, that's taking you guys back. This was like 97, I think. This song came out. And then now we'll get on to the Blu-rays. The first Blu-ray is I Know What You Did Last Summer. Not the original, but the remake or reboot or whatever you want to call it. That was in 2025. This one, I did kind of like it. It was a good movie. And for sure, it's much better than I Will Always Know What You Did Last Summer, which that one was shit. Like complete crap. Most fans of I Know What You Did Last Summer, the original and part 2, they don't even mention part 3 because it's not part of the franchise for us, because he was shit. He was crap. This one I did like, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but I didn't like the ending and the reveal. I don't know, I do get it. I get the motive, but it's like, really, you couldn't choose someone else. I don't know, I was a bit, I don't know. But then the last Blu-ray I picked up, which also is a recent delivery, is Scream 7. So at the moment, my Scream collection is complete, 1 to 7, until they release 8, and then they release that on Blu-ray, and then that would have to be in the new collection. Now, of course, this one, you guys know my feeling on it. I did do a review on it. You know, I understand. Maybe the ending, the writing could have been written better, of course, and given, you know, Anna Camp more scenes as well with Sydney Prescott and like Neve Campbell. But the motive is strong, and I get it, and I know why they done it, because it does happen in real life. So I don't want to go into too much detail about it, but hopefully if you guys haven't watched that review, you can go and watch it. But yeah, that's all I had for you guys today. I just thought something different. You know, I do say, as you guys can see, I do like collecting CDs and DVDs as well. And I thought, why not have something different, instead of having pop related stuff, which that's still good, but you know, I thought I'll do something different. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're new here, please click like, subscribe, comment down below, and if you're returning, thank you so much. It does mean a lot, and I appreciate every single one of you guys, and chats and everything. Thank you so much, and please stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.